like bareback episodes.
Yeah, and I'm very happy with Burger King today. You know, I love Burger King's my favorite out of the 3 fast food places. You know, burger fast food places. You got Wendy's, McDonald's, and Burger King. Burger King, taste-wise, is definitely my favorite.
Okay, yeah, no, it can definitely be your favorite, but
you don't.
No.
Well, I understand. I understand because of the individual Burger Kings
they're terrible,
horrendously run.
Yeah.
It takes forever. They mess your order up pretty frequently. But taste-wise, I think I don't even think it's close.
Well, all right. So, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but it's not right.
Yeah, a little snare drum in the back over there. You hear that big old Frank trying to make his presence.
What's he doing over there? Man,
yeah, I don't know.
See, we let him talk the last episode for a little bit. Now he's fucking Johnny Cage. Yeah, right. Big hot shot.
Who's that?
It's Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Johnny Cage,
Hollywood star.
Come on, I remember
pulling deep pulls. No, but going back to what you were saying, I mean, like Burger King's obviously good, but it's definitely great. It's not the best. No, it's good. It's not. I'll be honest, it's not even great. It's good.
Well, I will tell you something that's not great that they do. I don't know what else, if everybody else does this, but they put this sticker on there. We got this DoorDashed, and they'll put this sticker over top of the lid, and it's annoying to do that. But it's even more annoying when they don't have a straw in there. Yeah. So now I got to take this off.
You got to just drink it like a fucking piece of shit.
Right, like I'm wearing a crown. I should be drinking out of a straw.
Out of a goblet.
Right, goblet. Yeah, that's true.
Well, the worst is when they put those paper things on there, you go to rip it off, and it rips off like one layer. Right. So the hole is still covered. Mm-hmm. You're sitting there trying to stab it like fucking the lady in Psycho, the shower scene.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. So, again, you know who doesn't do that? McDonald's. I don't think. Wendy's, they don't do it. Burger King does it.
Burger King does do it.
And not for nothing, McDonald's is top dog. They are, in fact, the Burger King.
You think?
Yeah. Big Mac, come on.
The Big Mac is great, but I haven't had a Whopper in a while. But every time I have a Whopper, I really, really enjoy it. And you're about to have
3 of them.
3 of them.
Yep.
Do you want to start here?
Yeah, we could start.
Okay. I like how I ask you that.
Yeah.
But I don't care what your answer is because I am ready. So whenever I'm ready is when we're ready. Do you understand, you idiot?
Yeah. All right. Well, this sounds like it's going to be fun.
Welcome back, scumbags. It is time yet again for us to get something to eat. I'm Tim. This is Cousin Mikey. And we are royalty today, as you can tell, with the crown on. We will be eating Burger King. I'll be eating a little. He'll be eating a lot. What do we got in store today?
So today we have 3 Whoppers. Just plain Jane
with cheese.
With cheese. I'm sorry, but for the most part, we didn't do any additives. We didn't do any bacon, extra mayo. None of the extras. Just stock Whop.
Yep. It is weird too because the Whopper is the only one that is. Was stock what? What did you say?
I shortened it
to what?
Stock Whop instead of Whopper. Whop because it's got it right there. It's WHO.
You know I'm an Italian American. And that's a slur towards my people.
Your people?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you do have the
crown. What if I went around...
were you king of the Italians now?
You're king of the Polacks. You're on the roof or something, redoing roofs and sidings. So, anyway, the Whopper, what we were talking about before, the Whopper is with cheese. Because a standard Whopper, I don't really think it comes with cheese. You have to specifically say Whopper with cheese, which is one of the few differences. Ridiculous. It is kind of weird.
Again... You know when you don't have to ask for cheese?
Yeah, I know.
When you order a fucking Big Mac.
Well, quarter pounder with cheese. How about that? With cheese, you have to do that.
Unbelievable. I mean, you do, but you think this is like a tier 1 sandwich.
It is.
A quarter pounder with cheese is like a tier 3. That's okay, I'll get this. This is it's supposed to be a staple. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be their flagship.
It is.
Put the fucking cheese on.
Right. We got these DoorDash, by the way. DoorDash is getting out of control with these tips.
Oh, my God.
The suggested tip for this meal was a $15 tip to go to Burger King and drop this off. Now, I know you're thinking, why couldn't you just go there yourself? Well, I didn't have time, and he didn't have time because he's really busy.
I'm a very busy guy.
Yeah, right. So that's why we did it. But also, I'm not tipping you $15 to pick up Burger King. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I wouldn't even give my friend $15 to do it. Why am I going to give Eduardo, who dropped this food off, did a great job. But
they were cold.
They were cold.
They were fucking
yeah.
ice
I don't know
cold.
where he went. You know, he's driving around with them out the window. Maybe he's just fucking getting.
There you go, cool these off for you. I almost did it again, but
You
here, I'm gonna cool these off.
Well,
for you.
is it racist if you're doing an accent of somebody who you know the race?
If it's me,
It's an impression at that point, though, isn't it?
Well, in my case, it's usually what we would call an exaggerated impression. Which,
you church it up.
Sure. Actually,
but why?
Well, why? Because
is it only when you wear the Burger King crown that you turn into this person?
Look, I haven't worn a Burger King crown since senior year of high school. All right, you're bringing the demons out of me. Sometimes it happens.
Was that like your award that they gave you at graduation? That like they gave everybody else like a diploma?
Yeah.
Like here's Cousin Mikey
Here you
coming
go.
up.
Yeah.
He's got this crown.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, right.
But you said church it up. Speaking of churching it up, you know what this weekend is, right?
What?
It's a very important holiday.
Easter.
Wrong. It's Passover.
There you go.
So today, last episode, we had some brews. Today, in the spirit of Passover, we're gonna have what some consider a delicious wine. It is Manischewitz. Well, this is kind of different. Manischewitz American Concord grape. I didn't know it was made in America. It's kosher for Passover, and it is 11% alcohol.
Mm-hmm. The good I mean, I have had Manischewitz. I like Manischewitz. I'm going to say that right now. I do like how it tastes.
Oh, that's good. I've never had it before, so this is all new to me.
Oh, that's good. Manischewitz is a Jewish wine. Mm-hmm. It's delicious. It's cheap.
It smells like fucking nail polish remover.
No, it smells like American Concord grape. It's basically like grape jelly in wine form. That's how that's a really heavy pour. I'll take a heavy pour. No, I'll do way more than that. I'm excited. We're gonna I have to celebrate with my Jewish friends.
That's right. Hey,
do I have Jewish? I have a couple Jewish friends.
Hey, cheers.
I hate the cheersing too. I always hate cheersing. It's just pointless. It's delicious wine.
Yeah, it's
delicious.
Yep.
Okay, so
that's gonna be a lot.
You know what time it is right now?
I can't take this off.
I don't think we have to for this one.
Royalty never has to take it off.
No, especially it kind of goes with the theme. So
that's right.
It is time for the reading of the calories.
All right, folks. So today, look at that. We have 3 Whoppers with cheese, 3 Whoppies, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna pummel these bad boys down. But beforehand, let's take a look, an analytical look of how much these things actually hold within them. So a singular Whopper with cheese is 790 calories. Multiply that by 3, Tim. What is that? That's right. It's 2,370 calories.
Not bad. And that's 3 of them.
That's 3 of them.
Because I'm having 1. So I'm taking some of the weight off you, right?
Oh.
Your brain just short-circuited. I saw in real time. He thought he messed up the calories because he was like, oh, wait, there's 1 less? Oh, wait, did I do that? No, but you did it right. Good job, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's almost like an equation that you just had to solve, and
listen,
you did it.
Since the last episode, I've been working on math and reading.
Yeah, not exercising, though, obviously. So that's a pretty good amount of calories for you, but you're going to crush this one.
Dude, this is a walk in the park.
Yeah.
I've got it, and, I'm not feeling good, but guess what? The pain persists, and so do I.
Yeah.
We're going to beat this challenge.
Let's unwrap it. Let's see it. I'm excited.
Look at this thing. Sounds like boulders hitting the table.
The Whopper looks like a great sandwich.
Oh, man.
We did have to nuke these because they were called Eduardo.
Look at that. My goodness.
Get in there.
First bite.
Oh, my God. A lot of sound there. These are delicious sandwiches. I love Whoppers. I love the way they look. They smell.
I never realized how large the patty was.
Yeah, they're big.
But I will say, the tomato, pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they freshly picked it in the back?
Yeah, well, I can tell you what they
Burger King
didn't
parking
freshly.
lot?
I can tell you what they freshly didn't pick was this lettuce that looks like play school lettuce. No, that's a good burger. I think the rest is just gonna shit out the rest of the ingredients, but that's okay. Yeah,
So-
it's good.
Oh. Can you be mindful this episode about like
Oh yeah, that's right.
your beard and stuff getting in it? We've
Was there stuff in my beard?
We've had a lot of complaints with people saying that
Really?
they were disgusted with you. Yeah. Me. I saw it.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right. I should start wearing a bib again. This. Oh man, dude, it's already falling. You know what doesn't fall apart, Tim?
Oh, the Big Mac.
The fucking Big Mac.
Yeah, that's a lie. It does. It slides all over the place, especially when they put too much Big Mac sauce on there. But I love it.
Too much Big Mac.
Okay. This is great. Great job. $9 for a Whopper, though?
Whoa.
That's a lot. I mean, that's on the DoorDash, so it has the fees included, like Ticketmaster. I don't know where these fees are going. They're going to DoorDash.
Yeah.
Also, I think the tip is probably going to DoorDash as well.
Eduardo ain't seen a nickel of that.
No.
Nope.
No. Which is why
Poor
it's,
guy.
yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's get to Timmy talk. I usually like rank these in tiers of like how bad they are, but I didn't really. I guess I did. Let's start off here. Queers for Palestine is a movement that is baffling to many, especially if you think about the views many Muslims have towards same-sex couples. Even more baffling than this is the new movement, Jews for Kanye. Fans of the show White Lotus were shocked to see an incest scene between two brothers, one played by Patrick Schwarzenegger. This angered many people, not because of the scene, but because audiences wanted to see this scene 40 years ago with the movie Twins, with Arnold Schwarzenegger pummeling Danny DeVito's dick. Right? Anybody want to see that?
I'll watch it.
A LeBron James Ken doll has been released, and the feedback has been very positive. The top comment on the Instagram post announcing the doll was from none other than Lamar Odom, who asked, "Does it come in full size? Because I really want to have sex with it." President Donald Trump announced a 90-day pause on tariffs, which was Wednesday afternoon, except for the tariff on China, which the president has raised to 125%. When asked why, Trump said, "They fucked up my lo mein order too many times."
Damn.
New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy will make his directorial debut in Broadway with a revival of Jersey Boys. There will be a slight change to the original story, and all 4 Jersey Boys will have severely fucked up teeth. Former First Lady Michelle Obama addressed the recent rumors that she and her husband for 32 years, Barack, could be heading for divorce. But she did sound hopeful and said everything will be A-OK just as long as Barack gives me one of his world-famous blowjobs. The mayor of Toms River has said a restaurant run by Bon Jovi's nonprofit is causing more trouble than good, especially after it's led to the homeless individuals being bussed into the area. The good news for the mayor is all the homeless had run off and declined the free food after having to listen to 5 minutes of Bon Jovi's music.
They're little runaways.
Oh, man. Dude, that's good. Not bad.
Sorry, go ahead.
And finally, a writer for the 90s show Mighty Morphin Power Rangers says the casting decisions made at the time were a mistake. The writer mentioned how the black character was the Black Ranger and an Asian character was the Yellow Ranger, which, while these are clearly offensive, at least they were smart enough to scrap the Muslim character who would have been the terrorist ranger. That'll do it for Timmy Talk.
Oh, I'm so sweaty.
Got some for you. Do you want to wait until you're... Was that the second one?
Yeah, that's the second one.
So yours is... Oh, this is 1.5.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's good that I...
You're sweating.
Yeah. I think it's the crown. I'm not going to mess it up this time. So this is the... Is it the... Cousin Mikey Talks.
One at a time. You don't have to go through them. Just go one at a time.
It turns out that all of the recent plane crashes have been at the hands of women pilots. Although the planes were crashed, apparently all the dishes in the wreckage were completely spotless. A new California ballot initiative is called the Luigi Mangione Access to Healthcare Act. In the act, citizens would not only get free healthcare, they would also get a free anal cavity search daily. One of the Trump would-be assassins tried to buy a rocket-propelled grenade from Ukraine. Mm-hmm. What's even more egregious is he tried to buy the latest Sabrina Carpenter album on vinyl.
Way worse.
Oh, this is a long one.
It is. Take your time.
Sound them out. The Department of Homeland Security announced that the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services will immediately begin screening immigrants' social media for anti-Semitic content and any history of physically harassing Jews. If anti-Semitism is found, the immigrants will be given a full scholarship to Columbia U. That does it for Mikey Talk.
Great job. Are you feeling less nervous now?
A little bit, but I
because you were worried that I was going to do that to you.
Yeah, well.
Again, he never read those before, and that was his first time reading them, and he did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, they're hard to read.
Why? Because of the handwriting?
Yeah, because you fucking... Well, no, this time there was just a lot bigger words in there, like immigration, agreed...
Of... Would...
Hey, you know what, too? I wanted to check something.
What?
I'm already one burger in, but I want to see how much I weigh.
Oh, my God. You
right?
forgot... Yeah.
Should I check that?
Yeah, we have a scale right there, somehow. See how much you weigh.
All right, let me...
Okay.
Hopefully that wasn't loud.
I think we can go by sound how much he weighs. This one is Cousin Mikey weighs. He's going to step on the scale. Man, I think the scale just powered down forever.
Okay, not bad.
And the survey says...
303.7 pounds.
Now, you do have shoes on, so... do you think the shoes might be 25 pounds each? Maybe?
You know what?
What?
I think I should have taken the shoes off, but that's okay. Let the, that's part of the movie magic here, too. This burger is...
Excellent.
Big. It's big.
It's excellent, though.
Oh,
All right, so let's get to Old Man Yells at Cloud.
ooh. And
And this one... Did you say the name of this challenge either?
oh my God, we forgot the name. Listen, we're all jammed. We're all pretzeled up here.
Yeah, Cousin Mikey got off. He didn't get off. He did not have a good night's sleep last night, I've heard.
Yeah, my little dog kept waking us up all night, so... God damn, dude.
It's like man burps.
Yeah, well... Yeah. Man ass.
You can't kick that out of your head, huh? So the name of this challenge, since he still hasn't said it because he's a fucking idiot, is the no-fly list. I don't know. I told him to say it, and he's I have a dog.
Bingo.
And then he's just going back to eating. It's the no-fly list, right?
It is the no-fly list, correct? Because, I'm getting ready for a trip coming up, as you know, Timmy. Mm-hmm. We're going to be taking a little family trip down to Tim's favorite place, Disney World.
Yeah. And this is where the old man yells at cloud really comes into play because air travel, we could talk about this for probably a day straight of how horrible air travel is. This real ID crap now that's going on. You have to have a real ID to fly domestically or a passport. Getting a passport is like such a pain in the ass. And what's the deal with the pictures? Why do you have to have like such a specific picture for your passport? Like you have to go to a place to get the picture taken by like a certified passport picture taker, or you could do it at home, and then you have to put it through some kind of like app that'll do it, and then it'll just get declined. It'll say it's wrong.
Well, think about like if how boomers post their profile pictures on Facebook. That's how they did their passport. Just don't tread on me, like that type of shit. But yeah, no, I mean, the big thing, the real ID is the most annoying part now. Like, I was okay with, like you said, getting a passport is a pain in the ass. But now they're basically like, oh yeah, no, you have to get a fully different license now. And you know what it has on it? You want to know what it has on it? It has this little fucking like star that just says real ID. That is the only difference.
And you need that to fly on a plane.
Yeah, anywhere. Like, and it's
what
so...
don't you need a real ID for though?
That's right.
Why? If it's a safety thing on the plane, that's fine. I could agree with that.
Yeah, but at the same time too, like it's getting ridiculous. All the different parameters you have to do for a plane now. Like if you have like a tube of toothpaste, they're like bomb. Like
right.
The one time
if you have baby shampoo that's bigger than 3.5 ounces or something,
like
bomb.
If
you go on with a bomb, man, there you go.
Oh, well, there you go. Right.
You've been upgraded to first class.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and not for nothing. Like it's like one of the things we ran into that was a huge issue was Kaylee had baby formula. So what they did was they had to open almost all of them to test them. Now here's the thing with baby formula: once you open it, it's no longer good. So they just open all of them. And they just go, well, fuck you. Like, so now and not for nothing, baby formula was like $8 a fucking bottle, and this fucking smooth brand. We gotta check every word of them. Gotta make
How did they check it? They taste it.
They have like a fucking.
Yes, that is in fact baby formula, which I drink all the time somehow.
Dude, they have like a pool pH strip test, and they drop it in there. Like they.
So they.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, 95% of them don't fucking know how to read it. Like, you've been to Philly Airport. They're not fucking chemists over there.
It's probably the worst airport I've ever been to.
Have you been to Newark?
Yes, I've been to Newark.
Really?
I think Philly's worse. I do. And, like, the most miserable people on the planet.
Oh, my God.
Are the people that they hire. And that's it. If you're happy, they're probably, no, we don't want you working here. You're way too good of,
It's just a shame because like you're all excited for a trip and they're just like, get over there.
Right.
Like they're one step away from a cattle prod.
Yeah.
Just hitting. That was weak. Hitting people to be like, get in that fucking line over there.
Oh yeah.
It's all annoying.
Plane travel's terrible.
And then like to do TSA pre-check, it's like, well, why don't you just run backgrounds on everybody, and then just
avoid the problem altogether? That makes too much sense. But the thing is, like, what are they gaining by having such a bad reputation?
Money.
Though? How are they getting money for that?
Because they know you have no other option. Are you going to drive to Florida?
No.
Exactly. Are you gonna drive?
To another state?
Yeah.
What are they? There's Jersey, Florida. Yeah, I understand, but yeah, they have like a monopoly on it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't justify like, oh, let's just make it as shitty as possible.
Well, and
does it?
And just aside from like the processes, going back to what you were saying, is the customer service is fucking abysmal. Like, so when me and Kelly got married, we were taking our honeymoon in Florida, right? So our flight was scheduled to fly out at 7 a.m., which means we have to get dropped off at Philly Airport at 5 a.m.
Yeah. Which is a good time slot.
Absolutely.
Because you get it out of the way. It's done.
Well, that's what we thought.
Right.
So.
But the plane, they had something else in store.
Dude, they might as well have just fucking shoved a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire up my ass that day. We went Spirit Airlines, which, if you don't know, is
So bad.
probably the worst airline. But we were trying to save a little bit of money.
Frontier's worst.
Just got, yeah, it's pretty close.
But go ahead.
But we just got married, trying to save a couple bucks here or there. We were like, we'll fly Spirit. Fuck it, it's a 2-hour flight. How bad could it be? Mm-hmm. Well, that's where we were wrong. We get there, we get dropped off, we walk in. It's like fucking 5:45, and everybody's like in a ruckus. And if you see the people that usually fly Spirit Airline, it was a ruckus. We walk up to the thing. We were like, "Hey, like, what's going on?" And the lady goes, "Well, we have a delay." And we were like, "Oh, that's okay. Roughly how long is the delay?" 14-hour delay. It's like she was like, I was like, okay, well, like, is there another flight we can like take? She goes, we can bus you to Atlantic City. And I was like, all right, well, that's definitely not happening. There's too many variables that can fuck all that up. All they did was refund us, which, by the way, took 4 days to get back.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had to jump over to American Airlines, which, all things considered, not bad, but it was triple the price. And our flight went from getting on a plane at 7 to 2, and then we're flying in the fucking air on American Airlines. A storm was over Orlando, so they're circling around.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then here's what the guy goes on the intercom. He goes, "Yeah, we're gonna have to stop in Tampa Bay. We are currently running out of fuel, so we will stop there and refuel, and then we'll be on our way to Orlando."
What?
So I cried. I was a 28-year-old man. 26 year. I was old, crying in my little seat. I got the middle seat, crying because I was just like, just crash the plane? Fuck it. Like at this point, like I was waiting for
You know who else was thinking that? The people who were sitting in the window and aisle seat next to you, because they were like, this fat piece of shit has got to sit there. That's what I gathered from that story. That's really it. The only thing I feel bad for are the people who had to sit next to you on the plane.
It was a lot, man. And that, like, from then on, luckily, well, you know, there's been a few. I could tell a bajillion stories. I fly a lot, unfortunately. And
when you ride in a plane, you don't like fly the plane.
I can tell you right now, some of the instances, I think I might have flown better than some of the pilots. All right? Pretty good. It's not hard. Jeez. You're going to blow out your chest doing that. You know that, right?
I don't think you can.
Chest cavity's just going to collapse.
You think?
Like that mine in fucking, where was that? Philippines? Something like that.
You know, Frank can't burp, right? Our producer, Frank, he's unable to burp. There's some kind of, there's just like a thing.
Really?
There's a name for it. You know, like when you have like...
Burpapecia?
Like a symptom, like if you can't burp. They have like some ridiculous name for it. Like chronically some bullshit. And like, well,
what's it called?
Can't it just be like burpitis or something? Or
burpitis?
Like, that's not what it is.
I mean, the itis is technically a scientific. It's Latin for virus, or yeah. Look that up.
No. So Frank has a segment. This is my segue of getting Frank in, and then you're just spewing bullshit. Frank has a segment for us today. Are you aware of this?
So these aren't filled with chocolate.
No, or not peanut butter either. Oh my god, the Reese's peanut butter eggs,
dude,
they're so fucking good. They're coming back soon, right, for Easter?
On the Lord's
They should make
birthday.
one for the Jews though, like what would be like the Star of David? That would be kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean you could do a chocolate peanut butter Star of David.
You know, I saw this on TikTok. They make Coca-Cola for Jewish people, which is kosher.
Ooh.
It has a yellow top on it. This is from TikTok, so you know it's reliable. It has a yellow top on it, and it uses real cane sugar instead of corn syrup. Because I guess corn syrup is not kosher.
Not kosher.
I'm not really sure what the guidelines are for what's kosher or not.
Yeah.
But that soda with the yellow top is not. And it's probably better than regular.
That's pretty cool. That's like the soda Eduardo drinks. The Mexican Coca-Cola, they use the real cane sugar in it.
Why are you assuming Eduardo is Mexican? I saw him. I think he looked Czechoslovakian. Nah, he was. I mean, you know, they do. You can say whatever you want. Their Coca-Cola is better.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Our Coca-Cola.
We got our. I mean, I'm drinking Coca-Cola right here.
Should be drinking Diet Coke. Gotta watch her weight.
So what's this segment, Frank?
This is Feast of Facts.
Feast of Facts.
Ooh.
Okay, so it involves these somehow, obviously. So what is it?
You each get 2 eggs. The rest, pick at your own disposal.
Okay,
my
so
God.
our eggs are labeled with something, I'm assuming?
Yes, a T and an M.
Ooh.
T.
Now, should we just go back and forth each time, you think?
Random.
Oh, so
each
oh.
egg is 1 point. There's a tiebreaker at the end for 3 points.
And what they're like,
If need be.
what kind of questions are these?
All over the place.
But like, are they multiple choice?
This is true or false.
That's true.
I
They're true or
fucking
false questions.
suck at those. I was really hoping for multiple choice. Because you always... Multiple choice... you
True or
always pick-
false is multiple choice. You have actually less choices with true or false. It's only fucking 2. You stupid piece of shit. It is bet. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
You know-
I'm
you know
so
I-
sweaty.
you know I only do it for-
I'm so sweaty.
You. Oh god. Getting ring out.
I tried
the shirt.
wearing... Should have wore a darker shirt.
There we go. He's gonna try to eat the fucking egg now.
All right.
More reading for Cousin Mikey.
Man,
His
this is
brain
fucking rough.
is smoking.
All right. Your YMCA basketball team was sponsored by Christopher and Finero, counselors at law. True or false? False.
What's the correct answer?
I can never pronounce it. It's something I should know how to pronounce because it's fucking roly-poly-oly
Good
language.
job. I'm surprised you got that.
Kushneric.
Kushneric.
Kushneric. There
and
you go.
Fernaro, counselors
Yes.
at law.
1-0.
Good job.
1-0. Fuck you.
1 point.
Let's see what you got. Pussy.
Knowing Frank, my questions are way harder because he's
When splitting an atom.
yeah, right. I like how they're like little scrolls too.
Yeah. Well, we are royalty.
At his largest, Cousin Mikey's waistline was a size 42. True or false? At his largest. You know, we just had this conversation the other day at a bar, and you claimed you were like a 38 or something. But if it was a 42, true. Is that incorrect?
No, that's correct.
Yes.
When I was in 2020, and I jumped up to like almost 400 pounds, it was 42. It was a big boy. All right.
Good thing you just took a gigantic bite out of that. Does that have an M on it?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, do the one with the M on it.
All right. Next one. Oh, God damn it. Sabrina Carpenter's full name is Sabrina Marie Elizabeth Carpenter, sharing the same middle names as every other bitch in the world. You know what? I'm gonna go with true. That sounds right.
Nope.
Damn it! Fucking Sabrina, bitch.
And Lynn.
Ah, close enough. That's another one.
Right. Let's see.
Good. I don't like this. Are these all made?
Cousin Mikey can bite his toenails and will bite yours too. I will say that that's probably false.
That's in fact true.
Both parts?
Your boy is mad flexible, dog. And listen, I don't like toenail clippers. When I was young, I went too far down and had a bloody toenail, so I just...
It is bad when you do that.
Oh, it's painful.
When you go too low.
Yeah.
I think the fingernail is worse.
Oh, my fingernails are yoked. They're bad.
Yeah, because your
They're not
fingers are
good.
swallowing them whole.
Man, this 2,300 calories is... All right, where's the other M?
Just want to
Was that all the
do
M's?
something real quick here. Take a look.
It's so sweaty.
It's so sweaty.
I should have wore like an and one.
A big condom. That's what you should have worn. Just like a naked gun.
Was that all the M's and T's? Oh,
Yeah.
hell
Now it's all random.
Oh, this has got candy in it. Oh, I got $1 and a Lego. What?
It up.
Free 2 points. Yes. Man, you get smoked.
True or false? Marilyn Manson had his rib removed in order to please himself. That is false. I know that for a fact. And one of the biggest middle school rumors that was started, I don't know by who, but by somebody who has a lot of spread because everybody knew this rumor.
That would be Carson Daly. he was the one that did that.
Really? TRL?
Yeah, on TRL. Yep. Is that true or false? No. All right. Anyways, let's go with the orange egg. That one doesn't have a... All right. The Whopper commercial jingle is performed by Will Crown of Crown and the Mob.
Wow, that sounds
so stupid that...
It could be true.
I think it's true. Frank?
True.
Wow.
Oh my God, the kid is just unreal. Yeah, be careful.
Got the purple one.
Spilling spaghetti sauce all over my fucking burger here. No.
Yeah, I don't want the burger to be tainted in any kind of way. 40% of airplane trays contain fecal bacteria, according to tests by the Journal of Environmental Health Research. 40% of airplane trays contain fecal bacteria. I hope that's false. I'll say it's false.
It's false. 60%.
Oh my God.
No.
Ew, dude.
Ew. Disgusting.
That's fun.
Never again am I eating those Biscoff cookies.
Oh, dude.
But they are good. Even if they taste like shit, literally.
All right, let's see what's in the big blue egg. We're almost there, kid. True or false? Oh. Professional wrestling is real. Now, this is kind of a loaded question.
It is. This is...
This is difficult. Frank, I'd like to punch in my answer.
Sir.
I'm going to say true. Professional wrestling is real.
Fair enough. I'll give it to you.
Ah! You're going to fucking lose, Timmy.
bullshit. It is real.
See?
I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, fuck them.
According to Grok and the Sum2Eat podcast,
Ooh.
Riverside is the gayest in New Jersey. True.
False. It's Riverdale.
Oh, Timmy, you gotta
Riverside!
Look, you gotta
oh,
look at the fine print. Damn. Who can't read now, bitch?
Fuck you.
Oh. I think the Whoppers giving me like more brain power. I hope I got a really hard question now, so I bet I get it right, Timmy.
Yeah, you probably wish you get a hard something else.
Blue Chew, our newest sponsor. All right. All right.
Oh boy. This is a long one.
All right. Hope you brought your thinking cap or crown. True or false? 400 divided by 4 minus 100 times 300 minus 299 plus 500 minus 499 times 200 minus 199 equals 1. Frank, I'm going to go ahead and say that's a lot of numbers. I believe that's false.
It is true.
God damn it!
One.
Listen, last perfect man died on the cross. We're going to celebrate that this weekend, folks.
That's right. That's right.
Still pretty far behind.
What is the score?
It is 5-2. Cousin Mikey.
Damn.
You got those free 2 points.
Double up, double up.
Got them welfare points.
Yeah, that's
the
all right.
term "old man yells at cloud" originated from an early episode of The Simpsons. I'm gonna go ahead and say that is true.
Sure is.
Well,
From Abe, right, Grandpa? So I got one back there, 5-3.
3.
Let's hear it. Hope you got to get this wrong.
Oh, might just seal the deal here. 500-pound. Oh, I just spit on that. 500-pound rapper Dave.
Still there. The spit.
That's a song lyric. You the King, Burger King, and his hit song "The Cup." I haven't listened to it in a while, and I'm sweaty, and my chest is starting to kind of hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what? I'm gonna say that is false.
It's false. Kanye West. In his unreleased track, Everybody.
Timmy.
So it's not even worth me reading this last question.
How about this? If you get this right, we'll do the tiebreaker, and then that's the end all be all. There's your welfare points.
In Australia, Burger King is called Hungry Jack's.
Ooh.
Due to a trademark conflict. Now, Brother Steve actually did a bike across Australia, and he ate fast food a lot, but I think he ate more of McDonald's.
Because he's smart.
Right. I'm going to say that is false.
It's true.
You know what?
You can still do it.
I'm feeling like in a good mood anyways. And you know what? This burger is almost done. I'm going to have to take a huge shit after this podcast, by the way. I can feel a pool of diarrhea forming in my stomach. But no, we can do this last egg. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, Timmy, because I'm clearly the true king here. I will bestow upon you. I will bestow upon you 4 points if you get this right.
If I get this right, that I'm the victor?
Yep. That's how much.
So this is all or nothing.
All or nothing. This is how much confidence I have that you're not going to get it right.
But the thing is, if I get it right, I win.
Yeah.
If I get it wrong, what do I have to do?
You got to finish the Manny.
Okay.
You got to finish the Manny.
So if I get it wrong, I got to finish the...
Yeah. And then I get to break the bottle somewhere. No, I'm kidding. We don't have to do that.
So the question...
The McMikey challenge.
Whoa!
Hang on, what's in here?
How many calories?
Who's that?
Stuffing.
I thought that was Milk Duds. I got
I thought it
super
was too.
pumped.
Go ahead.
The McMikey challenge contained how many calories? Both of you guys will give me an answer. The closest one wins.
Oh, the McMikey challenge.
I mean, that was
which
heavy.
was... Do you remember what you even ate? It was the quarter pounders, right? Was it 4 quarter pounders with cheese?
I think so. Yes?
I think it was.
Yeah. Yes, that sounds right. Because I think that was like one of my all-times. All right, I'm ready to place my answer.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to say it's 3,600 calories. Good luck, fucko.
I'm going to say 3,200.
That'll do it. Tim is the winner.
God damn it, dude.
2,631 calories.
Damn. I win again. And you lose again. That was a good segment. I liked it. It was fun. Very festive. I won. Although I will give you some leeway. You did outperform me in the regular season.
I had to.
But much like the Phillies, you crumbled in the postseason.
Well, you know what I didn't crumble with, Tim? Polishing off that wok.
I see that.
Fourth
All
one.
done. All consumed. I ate mine. I do have a little fries here if you've got some room. Best fries in the game. I think you should have some. Eat the fries.
They're so cold.
When I say dance, you dance.
Monkey, they're so cold. Go for it. What you gotta say?
So this is the no-fly list.
Ow. I think my tooth just fell out.
Plane movies. A lot of movies about plane crashes. A lot of TV shows about plane crashes. The best one, which is the best show of all time, is Lost. Definitely.
I agree.
The best. The movies, we got Castaway,
Right.
which Castaway was a phenomenal movie with your boy Wilson in it.
Well done.
Then you got Flight. Denzel, never seen that one.
DUI Denzi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Snakes on a Plane, of course.
That's the best one.
You think so?
Oh, without
What's so good about it?
Because dude, you got Samuel L. Jackson, you've got
snakes,
other cast members, and you've got motherfucking snakes on a motherfucking plane.
Right.
It's great.
Right.
What an awesome concept. The fact it didn't win anything is wild.
Oh, yeah. It's wild.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a well-scripted...
I think that's like a Joe Rogan trope now.
What's
I'm
that?
going to say. Saying, it's wild. He says it all the time.
It's wild.
Right? Or he goes, it's bananas. He does that, too.
Yeah, with his big fucking ooga booga head.
Plane movies. What's that? Oh, there's a new one. That was pretty good, actually. I watched. New movies are fucking terrible. New TV shows are terrible.
They're not good.
I am not a fan of anything that's relatively new. There's a few things come out. You know, Landman, for example, is a really good series on Paramount Plus. Very good series with Billy Bob Thornton, the man. But there's a movie called Plane with Gerard Butler, and it's on Peacock, if you have that. It's a good movie.
It's worth watching?
It's worth it. It's like a stupid kind of mindless action movie.
Okay.
But it's fun. And those movies, well, Gerard Butler.
I was about
obviously,
that's exclusively G Butt.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
But it is a good movie.
I mean, not really. Most of the ones he did were good. But yeah, so it's on Peacock, you said?
Mm-hmm. That's a good movie.
I'm a little upset with Peacock.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Peacock sucks.
It's not.
Peacock is terrible interface, too.
It's
as
the
far
worst.
as it's so bad. Just everything about it sucked.
Yeah.
But going back to Plane. Oh, you have something to say, dummy?
Nope, that's it. I think I have a valve blocked after that Whopper challenge.
You probably do. But it's okay. I was going to say something else, but I was like, yeah, I'll just say you probably do. I'll just agree with him on this one.
Sure.
The only thing I'll agree with when it comes to you. So Plane, what was I going to say? Plane viral videos.
Yes.
Obviously, clearly, the Crowns were doing that from the infamous Plane Guy video, which we won't go into detail. You can just look it up yourself. Just look up Burger King Crown Plane Guy. And you'll see him. You'll see him definitely doing some things that are, it just will get you fired from anything and out it from society.
A little frowned upon.
Right. There's other things, though. There's that woman who's getting thrown off the plane who's claiming that there was somebody there. What that motherfucker there is not real.
I think it was like she's probably saw like a lizard person or like maybe a skinwalker.
Or
guy
maybe
on the
you. The other one is that guy. I don't know the context of this video, but it's like he's just walking down the aisle. He's going, "I need to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand." I guess he got into like some kind of altercation and he wanted to like squash it.
Yeah, which is like that's not going to help.
No.
Like you aggressively coming up to
Just
be like,
leave.
Yeah, just go away. Like
Yeah.
stop it. Like everybody's got a point to prove, and that guy's point was he has brain damage.
Right.
So.
And then the other guy that has brain damage for sure is that guy who flipped out in a plane terminal and it was
I'm not afraid.
singing that song and just like trying to get like everybody like to join him. But everybody just took the phones out. It was like, this guy's a fucking maniac. I'll just record him and put it on my Instagram that has the same amount of followers as the Sum2Eat Instagram, which is like 100. And that somehow blow up from that. You don't know.
We will blow up.
You are blown up. It's disgusting. You gotta have some more wine.
Well, you know what? Actually, real quick. Let me just.
Delicious.
This beer is 10 years old, so.
So yeah, the plane.
Yeah, no, it's getting ridiculous now. What they're doing with planes.
I know, but I feel like every viral video is somebody freaking out in a plane terminal. Definitely the top of the transportation hierarchy when it comes to mass freakouts is on a plane. You know, subways people just get murdered, but on planes is where they really commit career suicide. I would say by yelling racial slurs, by pushing people. Doing things that are, fun to laugh at, I gotta say. It's always fun to see somebody else just completely shit the bed. It is always fun. Yeah. What do you think about that? Let's hear the insight that Cousin Mikey loves to put in on this pot. Like, I feel like every episode is just I'm getting backaches from having to carry the fucking whole episode. You're just doing less and less and less, and I'm doing more and more and more.
So the idea is...
an idea. Here we go. This can't be bad.
You don't carry that much. You carry dude, it is.
Just the thought that he had to put into that statement alone could tell you how much creativity he brings into this. Which is why you're a Disney adult. That's why you're a Disney adult, because
now
of your
we're crossing the line.
Okay, how so? You go to Disney World still. I understand you have a daughter, and that your family, your in-laws, are big Disney people, and they have the Disney Vacation Club, and it's so great going to Disney because you get to pay to wait in a line now, which is what this stupid, what is it, lightning track pass?
It's lightning lanes.
Right.
Lightning lanes, and you get multiple rides.
Yeah.
And it's honestly kind of nice. You go into a shorter line, which is great. That's that little bit of pixie dust that hits you for low price of what we paid for it.
Roughly what, like $15 a ride?
Yeah, about $15 a ride. So.
To you pay to wait in a line.
Well, you wait.
You
wait in a shorter line.
Yeah, but it's a line. It's not like you just go on the ride.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people go there. So they divvy up. They have some lines you go to this spot and you have to wait. Other lines they just shove you right in, and it's all hunky dory. It's like self checkout at a grocery store.
Yeah, but with self checkout, you know what you don't have to do? Pay to go wait in the self checkout line.
Not yet, but you also aren't allowed to have as much with you.
What? That was nothing. That was just nothing you just said.
Listen, the lightning lanes.
Pay to have
the lightning lanes are great. Okay, and on top of that, it's not just about the rides in Disney; it's the whole experience. You get great food. They got really good drinks.
Yeah, you have to wait in a bus line while some fat elephant gets boom trucked into the fucking bus. Just like the person's fat enough as it is, and now they're paying to go to Disney World to get fatter because they're not walking and they're eating. It's not like they're like, I'm not going to eat because I'm unable to walk around a fucking park. I have to now hold up the whole line. And the thing is, it really ruins it for the people who need to have wheelchairs or motorized scooters to get on the bus, because those people I always see, I'm like, oh, that's a shame. They let them go on the bus first. 100%. Yeah. I definitely agree. And then you got some fucking oaf, you in 10 years, going just wall-eing up to the goddamn fucking lane. Oh, I'm going to cut everybody. And then their plus ones also get to cut, right?
Well, of course, because it's usually...
That's what you should pay for. Hold on, shut up. You should pay fat oafs who are in motorized scooters to lightning lane your way up to the front of the bus. That is what you should pay. I'd be all for that.
You get that out of your system?
Yeah, because then those people won't do it because they'll feel shamed. Like, wow, I'm a fat piece of shit who can't walk.
Well, they walk.
They can.
Well, you find the different
That's what I'm saying. They can walk.
You have the two different tiers. The ones in the scooters, we call them gray skins. That's where all the skin between their thighs is just dead and calloused and
from not being used.
Fungi, if you will. So that is the famous word you like to use, elephantitis. That's basically that. The other one we call blister bottoms. So what those are the people that are not quite that fat, but fat enough that every time they walk, they're just blowing blood vessels out in their lower legs. So they get these heat rash things all over their legs. Not me. Don't look now. I was hoping to get a scooter this year with my niece. How bad does the crown look
sweat-wise?
It's
very, very sweaty.
Okay. So I was hoping to get a scooter this year. But I'm luckily, because I'm clearly the product of health.
Yeah.
We're good. Oh my God.
Frank just took a picture of it.
That. I look like fucking
I'll put that up.
Shit.
Yeah, you do. But it's okay. You look like you should be riding on a scooter. But you don't. So good for you.
Yeah,
but
man.
Do you understand why I can't go to Disney World? Because these are the kind of things that that really anger me, and I will not have a good time. And then you always have the parent at Disney just berating their kid. Telling their kid that they're worthless pieces of shit because they fucking spilled 3 sprinkles off their ice cream cone. You're a fucking embarrassment. Oh, yeah. I should never fucking squirt your ass out. Okay, we're trying to have fun here, you piece of shit, parent.
The best.
Then the kid is going to grow up to be a piece of shit, you know. That's the other thing I think about at Disney World. When you see these piece of shit parents, you say there's more piece of shit people being produced because you're a piece of shit and your kid's going to be a piece of shit. Hopefully they won't, but usually they are. What else do you have? What do you have? What? Go ahead.
So, like, I like,
tell me I'm wrong.
I like the monorail's a good time. You ride the monorail and you hear they say it in Spanish.
I like that though. That's always nice.
Yeah, see, so it's not so bad.
I'm not saying it's all bad, but it's mostly bad, and it makes me sick to my stomach to see these.
They're trying.
Oafs.
They're trying. They're trying.
They're not trying. They're making it worse. Everything about Disney is worsified.
I think there's
no improvements.
They're hitting a pivot now.
Yeah,
they're
right.
Pivoting.
Oh, let's open a Star Wars fucking hotel that's $1 million and nobody will pay to go. That's smart, very smart, very good idea.
They ended up.
They closed it down, didn't they?
Yeah, they closed it. I was a little upset when I found that out because I was like, you know what, I could sell my car. Right, we already have 1 car. Why do we need 2?
So you could stay 4 nights at a mediocre hotel.
So based off of my car straight, it would be a night, essentially. The one thing I will agree with is Disney's price gouging now is getting a little out of control. They're pushing out the middle class, and frankly, it's upsetting.
And when do you say price gouging? How are they doing that? They charge differently based off the time of year?
So, well, it's a combination of that. They got rid of a bunch of perks. Used to have Magical Express from the airport, which was sweet.
Gone.
Now you need to drop $60 for a Uber, where you basically take your life in your own hands on I-4.
So you have to like Uber at the airport now.
Yeah, and it is.
You could probably schedule ahead or something,
chaos.
but that is awful.
You're better off just doing it the second your plane lands, just immediately scrambling on there. But even at that, like, it's always just rush hour traffic. So the Magical Express, it's a bus, so they would cut off people. Like, who's going to try and?
Do you clap when the plane lands? Are you
No,
one of those?
no. I hard to believe. Yeah, that's the worst. Like, you do that, like. First off, that's an insult to the pilot.
Right? Like, oh, thank God you landed.
Yeah, like, good job, numbnuts.
Right.
Like, don't do that.
Although I guess they're not teaching landing at pilot school anymore. That's gone. They're done. Yeah, you got to get your master's for that.
The one thing I will say,
liberal arts program.
The one thing I will definitely say about planes, which, believe it or not, I'm not guilty of this.
Yeah, it's a miracle that they can hold you up.
No. It's so big. How is it in the sky? No, it's
you. I mean, in particular, you fat fuck.
It's the hygiene. Like, there was the one time I was flying home, I sat next to a guy that, believe it or not, was fatter than me. Fat, and he just reeked of like an Italian deli and fucking dirty socks. And he was wearing a white button up, and guess what? Right here, yellow, just yellow. Fuck, like, you gotta look in the mirror before you go on the plane. Just be like, you know what? I have 4 hours until my next flight. Maybe I should take a shower. You know what he did? Fuck them. That's what he said. He said all of them. Fuck that entire plane. They're not going to stop me. TSA's not going to say anything to me, because if they do, I'll just act offended, and then I'll be the first one on the plane.
What would they say?
Sir, you smell like a bag of shit.
Right. But instead, they let him go.
And
then they check your baby formula, and they let this fucking smelly-ass piece of shit on the plane. Those are the people they shouldn't let on the plane. No. If you stink, if you're wearing shorts, if you're wearing a tank top, if you're wearing if you're wearing open-toe sandals, no, you're not getting on the fucking plane. You shouldn't even be out in public with open-toe sandals if you're a man. No. If I see that, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. Or you're going into a bagel store in the morning. Like your dad who goes into a bagel store with a tank top, shorts, and open-toe sandals, and you know he smells like ass, that guy. Because he just rolled out of bed and he stinks. Feet and ass stink.
Slides with socks are cool, though, right?
I don't think so.
Do you pop your shoes off on the plane?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I do that. Dude,
if you're barefoot on the fucking
Well, I'm not
plane,
barefoot. I'm wearing socks. I just pop the shoes off. Let the piggies breathe a little bit. That altitude causes
Those are
swelling.
hogs. They're pigs. Piggies, my ass. They're fucking hogs in your foot.
They just, because again, like, you hit that high altitude, right? things swell. My ring gets tighter. My toes get bigger. So I pop the shoes off. I can't take the ring off, so that's just already one L. I'm not taking two.
What was I going to say about planes, though? Oh, my buddy, you know Kevin Perry, right?
Oh, Pear Bear. Love him.
We went to Tampa Bay. Or no, we went to, I forget where we went. We went somewhere on a plane for a bachelor party. And he thought that if you go to the bathroom, like, he thought you couldn't shit on a plane.
I shit on planes all the time.
But no, he thought you actually, like, it was a rule you couldn't because
Why not?
he thought when you flush the toilet on a plane, it drops out of the plane immediately. Like, if you pee, it just goes out.
Yeah.
Like, it just opens some kind of...
Yeah, but
what are you saying? Yeah, it doesn't do that.
No, because
You're going, yeah, it does.
Well, because when it drops down, it
goes into some kind of container.
No. When it falls out, it disintegrates before it can hit the ground.
So you think it does that too? Because he was saying you can't shit on a plane because otherwise it would get thrown out of the plane.
Yeah.
And smashed on the ground.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't smash it. What happens is because...
So you don't think it goes into some kind of compartment on the plane?
Well, where would they put the compartment? That's a lot of shit to hold.
How many people are shitting on a plane? Maybe one.
Well, if you're taking...
Well, I don't know.
If you're taking a flight to Disney...
Yeah,
or a
most of
flight
those
back
people
from
shit in
Disney.
their fucking pants because they're too lazy to go in the bathroom. Obviously, they're too lazy to walk.
Oh, shit.
So let's... you did the weigh-in not really in the beginning, but do a weigh-in now. Do you remember how... you have your weight on there, right? Are you able to get up? You got a scooter over the goddamn scale.
All right. Let me get the Spike Lee, the fucking live action camera here. We are at...
I'm going to say... It would be something if you lost weight during it.
Oh, God. All right.
What do we got? Final weigh-in. Cousin Mikey weighs.
We are at 306 pounds even.
So that's an increase of what?
I think like 2.5 pounds in 1 hour. I think the sweating helped because it probably should have been like 4 pounds heavier,
right.
But I've got a small swamp forming in my ass right now, so this is...
Well, I think we've reached that time.
Everything hurts. What time is... Oh, okay, wait, what happened now? What's this segment? I think I'm dizzy. Oh.
Say goodbye, fat boy.
Goodbye, fat boy. Oh, my God.